Can you think of a rapper that consistently drops hits pretty much every year? Just think about it, because I can name you one. Lil Tecca. He's not the biggest artist in the world, but for whatever reason, this guy always drops a hit. It feels like every year, especially around the summertime. It just seems like he does it every year consistently, and that is pretty bizarre when you think about it, because there's actually so many songs this guy's dropped like pretty much every single year that's just popped off and charted pretty well on the Hot 100, which is very impressive considering Tekka really isn't like this super mega global mega star. He's just, he's like a mainstream rapper. He's not like super big, but he's mainstream. A lot of people know him, but obviously he's not like Drake or Uzi or Cardi or Travis Scott, no, or Gunna or Lil Baby or anything like that. No, he's just another rapper. Not the biggest artist in the world. He doesn't sell like 70,000 units first week. Usually he sells like about 30, 40,000 units first week, which in this climate, it's pretty good. So, what I'm saying is that he is pretty consistent at dropping hits. Very consistent. Like there's almost every year he's has had at least one hit song. I'm talking get like 100 million plays in its first year, at least on Spotify. And to me, that's a hit. And recently he dropped a hit with Dark Thoughts, right? And then he just dropped another song, Oa Oa. It was a sample from Nicki Minaj's song. That was low key another hit. It's a good song. And these songs are bangers, by the way. These aren't just like cheap gimmick songs. It's like a cheap jingle or whatever. No. These are quality songs. And then the previous year dropped Number Two from Plan A. I think it was a single. Uh, in 2024. And in 2023, he had 500 pounds. That was another huge hit for him. I mean, if you want to call Heaven on Earth a hit, maybe you do, maybe not. Love that song, by the way. And then the previous year, well, I don't think he dropped anything in 2022. He dropped like a couple singles, but weren't that mega viral. So maybe I'm lying about that. But in 2021, he had Never Left, right? And he also had A Lot of Me, which those were hits as well. And then obviously the previous year in 2020, he had Our Time and he had Out of Love. And you can check those. Those are huge charting songs and everything like that. And for whatever reason, Tekka just seems to always drop hits every fucking year. Like Dark Thoughts, in my opinion, came out of nowhere. Saw a little snippet or heard a little snippet on Tekka's page or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drop this," and I'm like, "Oh, cool, sounds good. I'll tune in." I tune in. And I'm like, this is a great song, cool. And like a week goes by, and I'm seeing that it's gonna chart on the Hot 100 like a number 50 or anything like that. I put on screen where it debuted on, and it was pretty high. And I was like, why does this guy keep dropping hits like that? Like, just how? I know it's quality music, but there's something that this guy knows about making hit songs, especially solos. These are like singles for the album, because apparently he's gonna drop an album soon, which I think is awesome, because the last year's album, Plan A, in my opinion, wasn't the best. It was mid. It was mediocre. It wasn't that great. However, Tech, the album that came out in 2023, phenomenal album. Love that album a lot. Hopefully, Tekka could save the summer. Unlike Lil Wayne's bum ass, he dropped a horrible album. If you don't believe me, go listen to Peanuts 2 and Elephant. Go listen to that track. It is awful. It's awful. Just listen to the sample of it. It's a whole elephant going in the background, and it's like, is this supposed to be like a creative genius move, some artistry thing that I'm not aware of? Because it sounds like shit, right? So we need someone to come save us. Can't believe I'm fucking saying it's Tekka. You got Toby Fox over here dropping better music than Lil Wayne. Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, Deltarune, yeah, chapters 3 and 4, it's fucking better than that. So yeah, Tekka is gonna be dropping a new album soon. Looking forward to that. I just hope he's not rushing it. However, these two singles has me confident that this album is going to be great. I'm excited. I think this album is going to be awesome, because Tekka, he's underrated in my opinion. Like, yeah, he gets good amount of streams or everything like that, but he doesn't like sell like an insane amount first week when he drops a new album. Like, I don't think this album's going to sell like anything crazy. I think it'll sell like 40,000 units for first week plus, which in my opinion is solid numbers, but it's like less than Ken Carson, which I think is ridiculous, because I think Lil Tecca is a better artist than Ken Carson. Like, I don't even think it's even close. No discredit to Ken Carson. I don't think he's horrible or anything like that. I just think Lil Tecca is just better, but I don't think he just gets enough. I just don't think his fan base is huge, but they're definitely loyal and they always tune in for him. So that's why you he like sells more these days than people like Polo G, TJ, probably Moneybag Yo, and just a lot of these rappers who fell off. The Baby, All these rappers who are washed as fuck, Lil Mosey, just he outsells all of them. At one point, they were all outselling Lil Tecca years ago, right? However, now he's outselling them. But Tecca hasn't like grown like in terms of his commercial success. He's been a bit more stagnant. However, that stagnant being of this point is still higher than a lot of these rappers who fell off. So it's like, I mean, overall, he's still doing pretty good when you compare it to everyone else. So good for him. Looking forward to the album. The album title is gonna be called Dopamine. He put it on his Instagram, talking about get the pre-saves up and everything, just so the album could hopefully be promoted a little bit more and it can sell more first week. I think it'll sell a good amount, especially considering he's already got a hit single onto there, Dark Thoughts. Dark Thoughts is a banger song. It's one of the best songs that came out this year. That's a hit in my opinion. Great song. Go listen to it if you haven't. But yeah, I just want to say that Tecca is a very consistent artist when it comes to dropping hits. Well, for a rapper, in my opinion. Like, I know there's a lot of rappers who can drop hits whenever, but do they drop hits like regularly? Like on a yearly basis, right? And I'm not talking guys like Kendrick or Drake or anything. I already know they can do that. I'm talking about other rappers like, I don't know, literally anyone. But in my opinion, Tecca, for whatever reason, is really good at doing it. Suspiciously good at it. It's weird. And he does it around the summertime, like every freaking time. It's like, I swear there was like no hype going into Dark Thoughts. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who were really excited to listen to it. I was one of them, but I didn't think it was like it was like a wide known thing that people were like all pumped for. I guess so. So good for him, I guess. Always like to see an artist that I enjoy do good, right? I may hate a lot of the time because I love hating. It's what I do because some people need to put some people in reality. However, this is not one of those cases. So good for him. I'm happy that he's doing well. And yeah, he's been pretty consistent the past couple years. He's been in the game for about 6 now because I think he blew up in 2019. So he's been very consistent. Good for him. Happy for him. Looking forward to the album when it drops. Dopamine. Hopefully the album's not that long. I can't take another bloated ass album. Not listening to that shit if it's bloated as fuck. Yeah. Hopefully he can save us from the trenches of this hip hop drought after Lil Wayne dropped that horrendous album. Everyone's clowning him. Lil Wayne is too old to be dropping music right now. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. That feature list was fucking dog water, featuring Bono. Like, does anyone know who that is? That's like younger than 25? I don't think so. I'm sorry, that's just too niche. I just don't think anyone's listening to that. And just overall reception of the album was fucking bad. Like, people were saying it's fucking ass. It's one of his worst albums ever. Yeah, if you don't believe me, just go listen to Peanuts 2 and Elephant. And you'll know what I'm talking about. The we need someone to drop some good music, and surprisingly, I think that could be Lil Tecca. He's having a great year already with 2 good singles going into the album. It's what you like to see. That's in my opinion. That's the best type of promo you can get. Have some heater singles leading into your album, and you will do good.